Week 3 of the National Football League, where we'll see a couple...
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
They'll start by running the option to the right. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And Lance again going to keep it.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. The Lance going to throw.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
First down, here's Mitchell. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
From the 36,
Lance.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Meanwhile, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think That was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski.
Leading him out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 17 carries, 80 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. To throw is Watson.
That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Watson on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Watson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
York able to send this one through.
And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings him third.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 45 on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On 1st down, Watson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Drake Jackson.
And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. That stuff just goes right out the window. A chance to atone.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Watson. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. From the gun on third, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half. I think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. And the loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Watson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Dancing to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Here's Chubb, back-to-back catches for him.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're leading right now and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. Here's Lance. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing now is Lance.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, look at the juke. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Here we go.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Trey Lance, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns set and ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick six from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. That'll give him 8 that time. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the techniques, and you make those adjustments to win the series to series. The best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
And Lance again going to keep it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. Huge play by the defense. Not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now Cade York for the extra point.
And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell to about the 40-yard line. Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
You want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 32-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
And Lance now to throw.
Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
run over center with Mitchell.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run with Davis Price.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
To throw, it's Lance.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Lance now on 3rd and goal.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
This an easy one, 23-yarder.
McPherson's kick is good.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
On first down, it's Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Certainly worth noting he's had one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Watson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Watson looks to throw again. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. 9 yards that time.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Watson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Caught on the slant. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
He takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6.
Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling it up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Browns going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Leonard Fournette, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we'll keep the Florida theme going as we head north to check on the Jags at home in Jacksonville. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Kenny Pickett, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Marvin Jones leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And even though they trail, they've had success running the football. Over 100 yards rushing as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Browns, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Chubb on the counter, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 44, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Drake Jackson, his 2nd sack of the night.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He violated a big-time no-no throwing that pick, rolling right and throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
Cleveland offense making their way out. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
After the interception, here's Watson.
That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Watson now to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Come on, boys, let's finish strong.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Marlon Davidson
in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And that will make this a 9-point lead.
We think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Well, San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd down, here's an option right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
Working from the gun, Lance.
Flush to his right.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I apologize in advance for it, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson.
He made his first attempt, this from 45.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll move him back within 6 now.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's get some momentum here, all right, let's fix some attraction.
Watson on first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit up a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now we'll throw here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now it's Watson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, throw right side, taken in by the tight end, Bryant. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
On first down, Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. From the 45 on second down, Lance. And that's incomplete. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to lose yardage here. Switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. And the Browns getting set to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. A little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. From the gun on third, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Browns send out their punter now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
Play here, offense! Go, 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 go!
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. On 2nd and 7, Lance. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought that was a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had a feeling they're expecting a pace downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Right here, 1 time.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Browns set to take over. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Out of the gun, Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Come on, get. All right, let's control the trenches.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defense, make us proud.
The Lance going to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. They'll get this complete.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for the Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man, we do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing that with me. Yeah, crazy thing that with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice to my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I can give but fingers. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings, my team is the truth, but they some liars to you, and they never sing, but they always shoot, and all of their diamonds are new, and that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. 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 Let's go. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the first. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the first of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great, you gotta have confidence. The next level was legend. You gotta have accomplishments. In any league, they considering me dominant. The long falls, you know the pit of defeat, bottomless. I was hungry way before I got your support. I hopped off the porch around the time that y'all got a war. This what I call a sport. The fourth bar, brother, when I push the rock off the court. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. The catamounts who talent don't average out. If your flow ain't nowhere near this caliber, that don't count. Competition get flattened out. Getting money like I went top 3 in the first round. My salary that amount. They want my style, but that ain't much to be flat about. I take it as a challenge when rappers calling my status out. One of the best, and they ain't my pedigree. You can have the rings, or we did it, AI's legacy. I got champion genetics. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. You seen the making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. Remember me. I am the great. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the great. Next level. One of the best. Remember me. I am the great. I'm the great. Next level. I'm coming for everything. Everything. I am the great. Remember me. I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play opposite D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama with thirsty, so I had to think. I'ma drive real fast cause you know I shoot quick. Just like traffic Kelsey, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up in practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on the ring. I can hear the music playing with the band. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I'm telling my vision. You know you should get like me. I got your shirt, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it up hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. The visor will cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. As soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, right around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touchdown. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold on. Money calling right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is me, yeah.
It's Madden NFL 23 on each.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 24.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start the drive with Harris. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 21 carries, 101 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw brought in by Austin.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett.
Campbell making the catch. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Pickett sets up play action.
Harris has it over the middle.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And that'll be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Harris on the draw.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 18-yard line. 3rd and 2, Pickett.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want in control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 76 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball this season as they've built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Browns at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited. Not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
To throw again on second down. Watson complete to Bryant. Watson on third down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson throwing the out route and complete. It's Bryant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Throwing again on second down, Watson. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. To the air yet again. Watson toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. Under pressure, they got him again. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get out to the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
Like
a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the little bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
There is Deontay Johnson as the Steeler offense gets set for this next series. There was a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups. He's the guy up front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. But we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, here's Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now here's another carry for Harris.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Watson on 1st down. Looking for Cooper, that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete.
And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they've presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pickett back to throw.
It's brought in by Harris.
And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Now Pickett.
To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Catch made here by Campbell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Warren.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school smash mouth football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off play action. Pickett.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Complete to Austin here over the middle.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Browns to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Watson. And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun, Watson. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Again, it's Watson. And his pass incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Go, baby! Here we go!
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Lamar Jackson with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Elijah Moore, 2 touchdown catches, on the afternoon. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Browns. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run again on first down, Chubb.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now.
Watson flushed out right.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
To throw is Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Watson's throw hauled in by Bell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Watson looks to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Watson now to throw.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And again, it's Chubb. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
They set up the screen to Chubb. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
York able to send this one through.
And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Here's Pickett. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Harris.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Harris.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw, Pickett.
He finds his man, complete. That's Warren. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
2nd down and goal. Pickett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Bryant has it, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Watson on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Chubb trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And it's incomplete, but a penalty flag is out. And this looks like pass interference. Let's see. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball. That's a big sack.
Well, great job, though, defensively. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A give to Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The Steelers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Harris.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Pickett back to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
What a throw right there on the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Pickett to throw on 1st down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now Pickett. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw, Pickett.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Watson. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 5. 1:35 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Pickett to throw. Pass complete to Harris. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best.
He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw here. Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Freiermuth again. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Here's Pickett. Steps away to his left. Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One final shot for Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for, but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Cleveland, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it.